Hello, everybody. Welcome to another IRL stream. This stream, in particular, is to make up for ending earlier today, because my stomach wanted to be an asshole for me going in the bathroom. So here we are doing an IRL stream today. More than likely, we will be outside, chilling, smoking more as well. Be chilling. We're going to be smoking. And we're going to still continue on with the 20-year celebration. Still, because what I want to do is discuss a little bit further about the past 20 years, stories, something like that. Because I think I've already told you enough stories about doing the Beau's webcam show, how I got a Guitar Hero, and all other stuff. So let's talk about some of the games I was in before Guitar Hero became a thing for me. So I really wanted a PlayStation 2 ever since it was released. And I kept getting the runaround and a no, or whenever we have the time or the money and something like that. It took a long, I think, 4 years for me to finally get a PlayStation 2. Thank you, Mom and Dad. But unfortunately, I don't have a PS2 at this time being. I only have an Xbox 360 and an Xbox Series S. And trust me when I say this, I want a PlayStation 2 so fucking bad. Because for me, Guitar Hero on the PlayStation 2 works a little bit more better than it is on the Xbox 360. In my opinion, at least. But we're not talking about Guitar Hero. We're talking about other games. So when I finally got the PlayStation 2, I was excited to try out other games. There was one game in particular that I had my eyes on, and that was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Because the story of that game took place around the 90s. And hey, I'm a 90s guy, so why not? I mean, it looked very interesting. It looked like there was 90s Southern California vibe. I mean, because it took place in San Andreas. And I was very interested in playing that. I also had a PlayStation 2 poker, Texas Hold'em poker type of a video game, because I was into Texas Hold'em ever since I started watching World Series of Poker in 2003. 2003's World Series of Poker was a very interesting World Series of Poker for me, because this was the story that pretty much, I don't think, if usually the World Series of Poker is for all of the hardcore poker professionals that knows what to do when it comes for, betting, bluffing, raising, all that other stuff. It's in their blood. 2003 was different. A guy by the name of Chris Moneymaker actually won a seat to go to the main event, which was what it's called, the main event, and it's $10,000 buy-in to get in, and he won a seat to go in from a Poker Stars tournament, and from then on, he went in. He was close on being out, but he recovered, regained, kept regaining and regaining and regaining to the point where he made it to the final 9 and actually won. Yes, he won the World Series of Poker main event after winning. Yeah, he won a Poker Stars World Series of Poker Invitational, and the winner of that gets to the main event. He won that and got to win that. I know one of my good friends from the Guitar Hero that knows about this story, Greg Murphy. He was inspired by Chris Moneymaker's story in 2003 to play poker, because hey, if that happened to him, it could happen to me. It could happen. I had a similar mindset on that, but the thing is that I was underage. Yeah, so I was 2003, 12 when I first got into Texas Hold'em poker. And now I'm 35. I mean, the only times that I was able to gamble was when I was in the Italian American Festival, and I was able to gamble there. I know gambling is something that is not to be messed around with. And I do mean that for realsies. Don't gamble. Do not gamble. Do not gamble. It's simple as that. But only gamble when you have money, extra money. But in the end of it, gambling is kind of like a vicious cycle where if you lose, you feel like you want to try to play again until you get all your winnings back. But the thing is, the house always wins. 99% of the time, you will lose in the game. So, in the end, it's not worth to gamble because it's hard to win in the casino, both in real life and in the crypto. Oh, especially in the crypto. Crypto casinos can be scummy. But despite all that, that's what really got me into Texas Hold'em poker. And there was a PlayStation 2 game involved in that. And I played that. What else? Because unfortunately, I didn't play Crash Bandicoot. I didn't play Lara Croft. What else did I have? Because I know Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, poker. There was also a World Series of Poker for the PlayStation 2 that I got. Not too sure if I got an NBA game or not. I think pretty much Guitar Hero was one of the biggest main games for the PlayStation 2 for me. And And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was also another big thing. I tried to do Grand Theft Auto 3, but Grand Theft Auto 3 kept wanting to crash and not work on my end. Maybe it's because the disc was probably fucked. Maybe the laser was a bit fucked. Who knows? Because there was also the history of the video game consoles that I had. I did play an NES, but I didn't own an NES. I owned a SNES, a Nintendo 64, thanks to my former sister-in-law, Lori. The Tiger R Zone. I can't believe I actually got that. Yeah, I do remember, because what got me to remember that I had that is that the Angry Video Game Nerd was going through different type of Tiger electronics. The R Zone was one of those devices mentioned in the Tiger Electronic video. It's like, oh my god, I actually had that. I know, because there was talks about virtual reality, but that was a different time with how it's virtual reality when all you see is red and black. It doesn't make any sense. So I tried out the R Zone. Oh my god, I still can't believe that I actually had the R Zone. I rented a Sega Dreamcast once. I did. It was a very interesting console to try out. And my brother also had a Sega Genesis. And he kept beating my ass on Mortal Kombat with it because I'm usually a Nintendo guy. Yeah, Sega's Genesis controls are a little bit weird for me compared to the Nintendo controls. So we officially got our first pepper ripened, and it's the Capia paprika. And it's the sweet one too. So it's an ease for us, me and Eric, because I know me and Eric are definitely going to try it out. But here's the thing, guys. That will not be a stream. That will be a video for us to review that. It will not be a stream. It will be a video. So do stay tuned for the pepper review series going underway for this season. The first pepper to review in this year, 2026. Once our phone is fully charged, we're going to give you an update on the peppers, especially with fried chicken pepper, because I think we are finally getting a pepper growing on the fried chicken pepper. But the thing is that we are literally 12 days away from September. That's right, folks. We are 12 days away from September. The growing season is about to be over in About a little bit more than 2 months. Can't believe we are here. It's like, where has this fucking year go? It feels like about a month. It feels like last month was the freaking uh, winter storm. Yeah, we had the winter. Yeah, this year we had the winter storm that hit our area, and we had 12 inches of snow. Feels like like yesterday or last month was that. It goes quick. It goes whoosh, just like that. It's crazy. And the most fucked up part is it feels like it's going faster every single time. Like every year, every month, and even every day, it goes fast. And it goes faster than it usually goes. And it goes. I don't like that feeling. I don't. I really don't. How is the phone? 92. Almost there. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, let me move you over a little. There we go. Oh, even better. It's right next to the mic, so even better. So someone's here. I think my hubby might be showing up. Looks like it is, and it is. Yes, it is. Welcome to adulthood, where time moves faster because of more responsibilities. Yep. Abso-freaking-lutely. Especially now that I'm going to have more responsibilities when I work. Freaking promotion and everything. Sorry, just a smidge behind. And which, by the way, guys, I did get the training stuff for being a trainer. So if you do not see me streaming, you know the reason why. because I got to focus on getting that done. Once I get that done, I'll have the title of it and get more hands-on training on going from there. And don't worry, once I look at all those videos, I'll make sure I'll have some questions when I talk to my boss about it, because this is a first for me. Like I said, a first for me. I've never gotten a promotion in my workforce history ever. This is the first ever promotion that I ever got. And yes, I know it's kind of like, really, a crew trainer? It's like, yeah, but it's still a promotion. I mean, like, listen, if you imagine 10 years back for the mind that I was back then, and I get to tell that guy that you're going to be a crew trainer, that you're going to get a promotion when you're working, he'll laugh at you. How crazy 10 years has went through. Trials, tribulations, ups, downs, meltdowns. Every single day of all of those 10 years has led up to this. So, hey, it's a big step. It's a major step. And I think, to be very honest, even though I don't think it is supposed to be a manager position, but I do think you do have leadership experience being a trainer, because you're helping out newer people how to work, pretty much, along with other responsibilities that you have to do. AKA, I would have to be a little bit more vigilant on making sure the process that I'm doing is 100% to the T correct. And I do mean correct. Now, how I usually do it, it has to be a verbatim way. That's the hard part of being a trainer. You have to make sure you're following every core principle, every single solitary thing that you need to do right. Exactly how it is. Not your way, not their way, the proper way. But after going through so much, from triumphs to betrayals, throughout my entire workforce history, we're finally at this moment. We're finally at this moment where I get a promotion. So, like I said, if you do not see me streaming tomorrow at all, you know the reason why. I will be getting the training done. But I felt like today, I owe you guys a stream today, because I ended early today on my morning stream. And it was supposed to be a morning stream and maybe a sleep stream, but because I ended early, the sleep stream will have to be another day. And especially not tomorrow, because I have to do the training. Yeah, especially not tomorrow. I want to get that training done and over with. And once that's done, more than likely Saturday will be a sleep stream. So Steve, so yeah, stay tuned for the Pepper series, because the first review will be a video and not a stream. I think for streaming wise, I think streaming would have to be see, that's the thing. I've been wanting to try to figure out on how to, well, we could stream the super hots. That's a given. We can stream the super hots, and then pretty much how it would, because it's the super hot review and test. I try it out. I have the immediate after effects, and then it peaks, calms down, and then we get right into the full-on aftermath once if about 10-15 minutes has passed. We'll continue on with the stream, and if I get cramps, we'll definitely know for sure. I need to make sure that I have to get all the things I need to get in order to prepare my stomach for the worst. But just want to give you also a heads up. Whenever I'm doing the super hot peppers, more than likely, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to vomit. So just to give you a warning. But thankfully, the first pepper that we're going to review is a sweet pepper. So that's going to be an easy piece of cake thing to do. We also have Mad Hatter. We have the Ghost Pepper. We have the Jay's Peach Ghost Scorpion. And we also have both Primatales, the red and the chocolate variants. We also do have the fried chicken pepper. Like I mentioned, I think we might finally have a pepper growing. We'll have to take a look once the phone is charged, and we'll go right from there. Hopefully it grows and ripens before the growing season ends. Because I would love to try out that fried chicken pepper. And more than likely, what we might have to do is to save the pepper plants. Because, well, had an unfortunate incident. Usually for what we would do whenever growing season ends is we save the seeds and then try to do the go through another round with the seeds. Hopefully, we can be able to do the seed prospect as well, because it's been a while since we did a journey from seed to the pepper. I think it was about a few years where we did something like that, and it turned out very well. And hell, it actually turned out, for the mistake that I made, the mistaken cross of a Peter Pepper and an Antibacidola, turns out this massive Peter Pepper, like massive, thick, bald Peter Pepper. and we called it the Magnum Dong for a good reason. And it's inspired by It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Gotta love Danny DeVito. I dropped my monster condom that I use for my Magnum Dong. Anyways, time to take a hit. That's yucky, yuck. Uh-oh. Hang on. Hang on. We got a foreign language. Hold on. Fuck. Foreign language. Ooh, okay. I feel like you're Polish. I could be wrong. Translate. Detect. Slovenian. You sure? I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's Czech. All right, there we go. Czech. It's Czech. Czechoslovakia. Oh, we got Arab. Hey, rich kid, what are you doing? Yes! I wish I was a rich kid.
Kéž bych byl dítětem bohatých rodičů.
Let me redo that.
Kéž bych byl dítětem bohatých rodičů.
Why did you go so slow? Jesus Christ. Okay, fine. Jeez. So needy. Damn. Fuck. in the fuck? Okay. Czechoslovakia. God. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Oil upstream. Give me a moment, guys. I unfortunately do not speak Czechoslovakia. Do not speak Czech. But I hope you can understand that I'm a guy from Ohio. I am not a rich guy. I am 35 years of age. And yes, it may not look like it, but I am 35. And I know I've always had these little things like, oh, do you smoke meth? No, I don't. I only smoke weed. That's all I do. Bro, do you speak English? Oh, thank Christ. Thank goodness. But anyways, I am 35, even though it looks like I'm like in the 20s or something like that, but I am in my 35. And there's a lot of nicknames when it comes for where I live. One of the comic nicknames is and the Armpit State. There's Michigan, and then there's us. The two states definitely have a lot of flack for the state that it is. And trust me when I say I agree. I'm only here because, well, one, I have a husband, a very loving husband, and two, I have family here. So, well, and also I have work. That's also important. Gotta have work in order to be alive, right? And unfortunately, very interesting they call me a rich kid for doing this type of streams. The only thing that I can do is pay bills and get my medication. That's it. Oh, and also get food. But right now, I'm a little bit of a financial bind on trying to upgrade, but I'm trying to work my best on getting that taken care of because of my promotion recently. So there is a QR code on the top right. It'll directly towards you to the donation page. Minimum of $1 is appreciated. And all of those proceedings will go directly to upgrading my computer. I currently go through a Windows 7 computer right now, and we're at a Windows 11. I know certain countries go through Windows XP and all that other stuff, but unfortunately, we're more advanced because it's Microsoft, and fuck you, and all that other stuff. Yes, it is very old. Do you know Kick? Yes, I do go through Kick as well. I go through YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I've always heard about Linux. PewDiePie made the ultimate on going there. It is definitely a thought process on doing that, going to Linux. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely something to think about. And yes, it's very old. It's very old. The story of how I got the computer is it was pandemic time. We had to figure out of a way to work inside our home and take calls and all that other stuff. So what they had to do is that they actually had to send some of their equipment on over towards our area, and it would just take weekly payments, bi-weekly payments out of the check, like about 50 per check, in order to own the piece of equipment that we have. And that's 6 years ago. And Windows 7 was already dead. It's like, fuck. I'm thankful that I can do something on it. Talk Studio. I'm thankful that Talk Studio works in Windows 7 still, because if that doesn't work, I would be able to use my phone throughout the rest of, my streaming career until I get my upgrade. Yeah, I mean, I can still go through YouTube. I can still go through Twitch. It does have some hiccups, but I can still go through the internet. Let's pray for the moment that I somehow can't. Yeah, let's pray that we don't have that moment at all. Because if that happens, man, streaming's going to be a little bit difficult. The one thing that I have an issue with is Restream. Restream, I don't know why, but it takes so much freaking CPU. It's not even funny. It takes so much CPU. Like, when it comes for Talk Studio, it doesn't take much at all. It really doesn't, surprisingly. But another type of things of who I also am, other than me smoking weed and just looking like a bum, I actually do have a garden, and I grow peppers. I also currently am growing pumpkins as well. I actually got some super hot peppers that I'm growing right now, And I cannot wait when they're ripened, especially one in particular. That's the chocolate Primatali. Ooh, man. Oh, man. I've had a history of eating peppers that are extremely hot for over 13, possibly maybe even 15 years. PC parts are expensive, but you could be able to use there's like a store that nearby our downtown that I could be able to trying to figure out and getting. But who knows? We'll soon see. We're trying to figure things out in one way or another. Hello. Let me see if they knocked down the table. No, they did not. What the heck is that? Okay. That was follow? Oh no! Oh shit! Sorry, I was trying to figure out what was that noise coming from. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was that too. Yeah, what is that weird ass noise? Hope something didn't break. I don't know. We've been having weird noises in this house recently. We haven't been getting them the past few years, but now we're getting them. It's like, what the fuck? You may have to. Another thing about me is that whenever something that feels like there's like kind of spirits kind of disturbing whatever's going on, something maybe a little bit off, and it's around weirdly around the time that Halloween is nearby. So, I mean, usually we don't. This has been quiet usually, but now we've been having weird things happen. We'll figure things out on that one. That was that's weird. Hold on, let me get back. I do not like Trump at all. I do not like him. Absolutely do not like him. I don't like any of his administration members neither. Yeah. He tried to start the Iran war in order to try to cover up the fact that he's a part of the Epstein list and is a pedo. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, we come at a weird time right now in this country. Very, 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 very weird time. It feels like that this country, at this point, has not learned ever since September 11th. They've never learned. They've never learned of what it was back then when tragedy struck in our country, not in someone else's country, our country. We had to hold hands together, treat them like who they really are, people, humans in America, Americans, pretty much. They treat them like they were meant something to be living in this country ever since 9/11 happened. And ever since then, we just lost our way. And whenever tragedy strikes, we still don't learn. I hope that Americans try to learn ever since January 6th happened in 2021. Unfortunately, they still haven't learned. And now I have a bad feeling something is going to happen in this year's election. I have a god awful feeling something bad is going to happen. Because Trump has always been joking around and saying, "Oh, I'm going to have a third term. Oh, I'm going to have a third term. Oh, I'm going to have a third term." And technically, he only gets 2. But he may try to figure out a loophole to get a third term. Maybe it's supposed to be 2 times in a row and not 2 separate times, and vice versa, and blah, blah, blah. You know, other stuff. It's like they'll figure something out. And yeah, he would. He definitely would do anything to be there longer. He would. I'll give credit to Trump, though. I'm surprised that he's trying to push through on marijuana right now as a medical thing for now, federal medical thing, and trying to regulate. Okay, we know we need to figure out what's considered marijuana and what's considered this and that, and all that other stuff. And why are you shirtless? Because I felt like it. I want to relax. Been through crazy day yesterday, so why not? Either way, I'm probably gonna streaming outside later on. Feeling confident? I mean, ever since getting a promotion, then yeah, definitely feeling confident. What now? I have a sandwich in my Ziploc bag. Can you get it? and bring it up. Okay. Give me a moment, guys. I gotta do something. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. I literally heard something fell. I look around, nothing fell. Literally, nothing fell. The spirits are. What in the fuck is going on in this house right now? Okay. Something's up. Something's very up. Okay. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on right now? Wow. Literally, I heard something literally like that, like something fall or crash down around here in this house. In that it was upstairs. Literally, like, what the fuck? I don't fucking get it, man. I really don't get it. Oh. Hey, 1 hour. Yeah, we made it an hour, guys. Holy shit. 1 hour. You know what? Guess what, guys? I am about to take this damn thing, and we're about to go outside. We're about to go outside. Hold on. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh, no, you don't. You didn't say the magic word. All right. We are going to be going to outside and enjoy ourselves. Talk studio. God damn it. Sorry. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I was muted the entire fucking time. Sorry about that. Ugh. Alright. Anyways. Yeah, I had to get rid of the pepper because it was had a little, I think, bad spot, dry spot, rotten spot. I don't know what you call it, but it didn't look good, so I had to throw it away. No worries, got more coming. Got a lot more coming. And we got one that's ripened, which is even better. But right now, oh, here's the pumpkin. Look at that. Let's get in. Your Jurassic Park VHS has the white screen of death at the end. Nice. Look at this pumpkin. Getting there. It's getting there. Pretty exciting on that part. Looks like we might have more coming. Here is the Jade Peach Goose Scorpion. Got quite an amount of peppers on this damn thing. Oh my god. Yeah, a lot. Like, a lot. Holy shit. I did not expect for getting this much ghost scorpions on this one. Because usually, about when it comes to anything scorpion wise, it's a pain in the rear end, to say the least. So this is the ghost pepper. Oh man, it's already bumpy on that one. Oh. Here is the Primatali. Oh man, there's a lot of Primatalis growing right now. A lot. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Oh man. A lot of Primatalis. A lot of them. Holy crap. We got a lot of them. Oh my god, we got a lot of them. Holy shit, we got a lot of Primatalis growing right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought this was something. Holy shit, there's a lot of Primatalis growing at this that's like about 10 or 12 of them growing right now. Holy shit. Let me take a look a little bit close in this one, because this is the damaged pepper. There was something around here that showcased that there is signs of life. Looks like it's still stem for right now. I thought we had a little bit of a preparation for the uh-oh. Oh no. That's the fucking pit. Oh god, it's entangling it. Oh no, it's entangling the damn thing. Oh shit. Oh no, it's right at the shit. Yeah. Make sure. This thing. Look at that. There's so Man, I can't wait when one of them ripens. Ugh. Waiting for the day and one of these things ripen. And as of right now, if you are a YouTube user watching this right now, I suggest you subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed already. Hey, kitty. Because we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. And if we do reach 1,000 subscribers before this ripens, I will eat an entire chocolate privatali. Because originally I was supposed to eat a half of it. So sub up, sub up, sub up, sub up. It's free to sub on YouTube. Oh! Kitty, kitty. Get the kitty. Warren Cook, Christmas VHS is 27-minute black screen, followed by the silent white screen. Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go to the backyard. Oh fuck. Meow. Your collar's off. Meow. Oh, so apparently life found a way somehow. This was supposed to be covered with herbicide, and so much for herbicide. All right. New settings. We're gonna go front. All right. Right, yeah, we are outside in our backyard. Oh yeah, outside in the backyard. Hmm. I know at one point we got a lot of yard work to do. We have to catch up on our yard work. Here she comes.
Meow. He's there, baby. That's Mimic. All right. back. You carefully sit in this bench without trying to get like poison. Mm. All right. So we are outside in our backyard, and we are about to make a shorty. Uh-oh. Hey, don't get into trouble now. Got this nice shorty cone here. 53 millimeters. All we're going to do is stuff it in. Oh, that's where we have the little stuffer. Make sure that it's properly being put in. you. And there it is. Guys, 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 guys. I bring all of that shit. And what did I forget? The motherfucking lighter. Yeah. I forgot the goddamn lighter. Be right back. Might as well put this back in. You. Of course. Because why the fuck not? Thank you. Clear. All right. Ooh. Good now. Let's go to the porch. And hopefully, we're not gonna scare some of the kittens. 7%. We wait the day for these peppers to ripen. Oh, what a day it will be for them to ripen. Oh boy, my asshole is gonna have another fucking one being formed because of these hot peppers. Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. We got kittens. I want to spook them. Aw. Hey. Mama kitty. And there's the kittens. All four of them. Probably looks like stuff of like four. Here we go. Let's see. No, they will react. If I share with the kid. 2. Now we got get 3.
Okay.
I just gotta find a 4. He's missing out. Yeah, you did a good with it here. Go. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sweet. Those are the cute kittens that you just witnessed. 8:14. It's actually going to be dark soon, so we're actually going to go ahead and go back inside.
All right, we're back inside. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the light. This is getting dark. All right. I am so surprised that we got so much Primatali. Got so much of it. And that's the red variant. And then, of course, we got also the chocolate variant of the Primatali as well. And that's also really no joke. I'm very excited on how the Peach Ghost Scorpion is doing so far. Hopefully, it ripens soon. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that one day, one moment where the pepper ripens. The super hot peppers. And we'll have a hell of a time.
claim it. A strike to claim it.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
Opening Bell is brought to you by TD Ameritrade.
We are back. Are we back?
Yes, we are.
We are back, and we are ready for these bells. Mark, we wanted to just zip through with everybody before we open to give people a sense of the. Actually, we're going to go now.
Alrighty.
No, I do not.
We don't have the list. We apologize. We do not know who is opening, ringing the opening bell, or
Bio-Rad, it looks like it's ringing the opening bell.
Rad, dude. But we are underway, and I do mean underway.
Getting trades on the board. We're down 50, but we should emphasize to everyone, it takes on a normal day quite a while to get it open. We didn't have the futures trading this morning, so we're down 101. Futures market, interestingly, Mark, look at the huge gap between Chicago and New York.
The NASDAQ opens everything. They are down 110 points on the NASDAQ.
Yeah.
So that opens everything simultaneously. So that was the extent of the futures decline.
Yes.
And a little bit more.
What's interesting when you look at, we talk about what's been going on here, and everyone wants to say, how do you have these moves and these seemingly so vicarious or unpredictable? The reality of it is you've got live people here. What they're trying to do is find the absolute best price. So they take longer to open up each individual stock. Hypothetically, that could give you a little bit less horrific of an open than you might get if you just were going to go ahead and take the electronic trade as indicated in futures and open pairs.
All right, so really what we're doing is we're waiting for them to open a lot of stocks.
Yes.
But again, I will explain the NASDAQ, which is a completely electronic exchange.
Yes.
They open everything at the same time. And so that's a quote-unquote honest price for them right at the open. We opened down 101. We're still down 97, 98. So this is clearly a dramatically lower open.
It is incredible because we're sitting here watching and waiting and watching and waiting. But people are working to get these names open. So let's check in with Mary Thompson. Mary, 223 and counting right now.
That's right, 223. That doesn't really tell the whole story again because so many stocks have yet to open. Just to give you an indication as to how some Dow components are trading this morning, we have GE, of course, the parent company of CNBC, trading down $1.30 right now at $17.50 per share. Of course, it's lower open expected, and we are expected to go lower right now off the 252-point decline that we have. Of course, coming into it, we had a global sell-off. We had Japanese stocks down 9%, the Hong Kong markets down 8%, Singapore was down 8%, and of course, the sell-offs that we are seeing in Europe today, most of those markets down about 8 or 9% as well. The concerns continue to be the deleveraging that we are seeing around the world by hedge funds and other investors, the recessionary fears that were brought to the fore today by the fact that the UK, its economy contracted for the first time in 16 years in the third quarter. Add to that the news that we're getting out of not only corporate of America, but corporations around the world. Toyota poor sales in the U.S., basically causing it to cut its forecast for the full year. Sony also under pressure. Both of these, of course, Japanese companies, and of course the numbers or the warnings that we've been getting out of a number of U.S. companies as well today. Couple of points to watch today. 839.80 on the S&P 500. That was October 10th intraday low. A number of traders watching that. Just an indication on National City being acquired by PNC down 88 cents at $1.86. Dow Jones Industrial Average off 384 points. Now let's get a check on the NASDAQ with Scott Walker. Scott?
All right, Mary, thanks so much. And just a note on those circuit breakers, just want to point out here that the NASDAQ does use the same circuit breaker as the NYSE in case there was any question regarding that. NASDAQ, as we said, fully open, down 6%. That is a loss of 100 points. So let me also point out that the Friars Club did the open this morning. I don't know if it's a good morning for a laugh or not. Perhaps we all are going to need one after the day today. But let's take a look at the big cap technology stocks here. Microsoft certainly set up for a down day after that disappointing outlook, talking about a slow economy and the impact there, slow spending, PC unit growth slower than expected, et cetera, et cetera. You get the picture there. eBay is down 6.5%. And really, you're seeing just broad-based declines across all of the major technology sectors. Apple's under pressure. Yahoo down 8.5%. Cisco 6.5%. Research in Motion 10%. I'd like to go through these in case some of you are actually listening on the radio right now, so you get a feel of really where the kind of selling we're hearing about now. Google 7%. Intel is weak. I've been looking at the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index for weeks now because it's dictated the trading here. We're down 6.5% on the stocks right now. Let's go down to the NYMEX.
Oil down more than $4. Traders here working the phone say a lot of their customers are freaked out, waiting to see how low the Dow will go. They're focused on the Dow, not so focused on OPEC. Yes, OPEC did cut production by 1.5 million barrels per day, but it wasn't enough to stem the slide. The slide is due today to what we're seeing in the global equities markets, and that's what these traders are focused on. They're looking at the slide in stocks around the globe, and oil is falling as well. But I must note that since the Dow has opened, we are not on the lows of the session. Oil had actually fallen below $63 a barrel. We are off of those lows, but still down $4.40 here at the NYMEX. A lot of folks in the developed countries are saying that OPEC cut should never have happened. The International Energy Agency is saying that it's going to do more harm than good to the world economies. Rick Santelli, over to you in Chicago.
Thank you, Sharon. You know, a lot of traders down here are actually amazed and impressed. Markets didn't do actually worse. The spiders were fairly accurate in where they priced pre-opening. If you look at what the lows of the S&Ps are, which right now we're still 10 points above, but everything's happening fast. Interest rates right on the opening at the lowest prices for equities actually saw their yields move up a bit and their price move down, which also makes sense because many people this morning, due to the uncertainty of equities, the wide bid offer spreads, the lack of big places to trade with big volume, well, they hunkered down in there. Now some of those buys are moving and doing what they need to do in equities, pulling those out. But let's be clear, things like a 30-year bond, which had some very strange anomalies yesterday in the 30-year swaps, was a prescient indicator. 30-year yields, for many reasons, are now at the lowest level, or were at the lowest level they've ever been at. Mark Haynes, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Rick Santelli. We have all 30 Dow stocks open. The Dow is down 436 points. I don't know whether all 500 of the S&P stocks are open. It is down 47 and 3/4. The futures are pretty much after a big dip down to minus 68 or so. They're back to more or less minus 60. It's an extremely volatile situation. NASDAQ
value that we see in the market today.
Art Cashin is with us, and Art, want to get a sense from you of perspective here. We were
Real opportunity, that snapback is out.
This is a sideshow to a housing and debt problem in this country, whether we're down 400 now or 1,000 now, until we market the second.
tens of people.
We need to go at the houses directly. We need to go at the houses to reduce supply, whether it's the NOSERA plan where you take a deed in and give it to the bank and then you can rent your house back, whether it's some sort of a housing credit in the military that creates a demand for houses. We need a real plan to stabilize the housing market before you'll see any real relief here or anywhere else.
Okay, let's bring that Nesco into the mix here. What do you got for us, Matt?
Guys, you know, I did a piece the other day that was talking about holding support from that low that we hit in both the Dow and the S&P 2 weeks ago exactly. 7882 is a number in the Dow, and
400 points higher. Yes, indeed. Markets more higher last 30 minutes of trading as volatility once again rules the day.
Most of the techs this morning, if not all of them, have just exploded to the upside. We are better than 5% to the upside in Nasdaq.
There is a little bit of a consternation down here about there being no Bell. Our market reporters are standing by. Bob Pisani, have you ever seen anything like no Bell?
Yeah, that's a little strange here. We're down 1.7% here, a loss of 37 points or so. Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning.
We're down by between 3 and 4.5% generally across these markets. Let's talk about the speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate. We're red everywhere, essentially, down by 4-5%. We're down over 16%. Dow at the same time has fallen about 18%. The stock market is now down 21%.
Because we're now down 43%.
What in the world is happening on Wall Street?
2-year no yields went from 190 to 166 in the blink of an eye.
I have never live looked at the Dow Jones Industrial Board and seen a 600-point loss.
Who knows where this is going to end up? I mean, this is volatility we haven't seen, of course, since way before you and I were born, even before our grandparents, 1929.
So almost everything there completely wiped out. And the NASDAQ, everything and more has been completely wiped out.
The Dow traders are standing there watching in amazement. I don't blame them. The credit market
676 points down.
It was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
From the financial capital of the world, the opening bell is going to ring in 5 seconds, and to be honest with you, we wish it wouldn't.
Traders here working the phone say a lot of their customers are freaked out and waiting to see how low the Dow will go. They're focused on the Dow, not so focused on OPEC. Yes, OPEC did cut production by 1.5 million barrels per day.
Really, you're seeing just broad-based declines across all of the major technology sectors. Apple's under pressure. Yahoo down 8.5%. Cisco 6.5%. Research in Motion 10%.
And we're not getting the bid wanted. We're not getting the stop trading, and we see where the buyers are. We're just every day they're pounding it.
The heightened financial turmoil that we have experienced of late may well lengthen the period of weak economic performance and further increase the risk to growth.
Can't look at it after you buy it. This is so horrible.
We haven't seen anything like this probably since the Great Depression, I think it's fair to say.
We've had an 8-day losing streak in the Dow that in percentage terms puts it on par, close to the loss suffered in that crash in 1987, close to that percentage loss those 2 days in 1929.
Look at the move in Aussie yen just this week. This was 1 week, Maria. This market took 5 years to go higher. It's now down 40%.
What started in America last year has now spread to every part of the world.
We're down 9% today. The ZDAX over in Frankfurt is down by 9%. The Paris market down by 9%. Austria, which was briefly suspended earlier on in the day, is down by nearly 11%.
This market is as volatile as you'll ever see.
Traders say this is the craziest day they have ever seen in these markets. Veteran traders saying they've never seen anything like it. The movement in oil prices so fast, so furious.
Cicero was right. We're in the last days of this country surviving. And how in the world can we find the billions of dollars that we borrowed from China and Japan?
We are just seconds to go until the start of trading at the New York Stock Exchange, and stocks are set to kick off lower, a whole lot lower.
eBay is down 6.5%. And really, you're seeing just broad-based declines across all of the major technology sectors. Apple's under pressure. Yahoo down 8.5%. Cisco 6.5%. Research in Motion 10%.
This could be the most serious recession in decades. And that means life, as most Americans know it, is about to...
From the Independent News, this is USA Tonight with Brad Holbrook.
Good
evening. Today is Black Monday, the day the Dow dropped more than 500 points. Today the Dow dropped more than 22%, almost double the rate of the Black Monday that signaled the beginning of the crash of 1929. But this crash of 1987 is not just an American experience. Around the world, stock markets fell faster than a skydiver without a parachute. The panic starting in Tokyo this morning while the West slept. One cause of the sell-off was reaction to last week's 236-point drop in the Dow. The result, the Nikkei average was down 260 yen. Then, like a plague, sell fever headed west. In Frankfurt, fears of higher interest rates in the U.S. triggered the drop there. In 2.5 hours of trading, the Commerzbank share index fell 132 points. In London, an even larger drop. The British market, trying to cope with Friday's national computer failure, was thrown into a near panic. The result, the London Financial Times index down more than 183, the biggest one-day drop in Britain's history. And from there to Wall Street, where the numbers speak for themselves. Unofficially, the Dow stands at 1738.41, a drop of more than 508 points, with a volume of more than 604 million shares. Proof, as Alec Roberts reports, that the panic hit a fevered pitch.
From the opening bell, the market was in free fall. After last Friday's record 108-point loss, analysts had expected a rally. Instead,
everybody's panicked. Everyone's in panic. Everybody, we're trying to find a bottom. We're trying to, as a floor broker, I see stocks trading 10 points below where they traded Thursday, and I'm saying this has to be the bottom. They trade 5 points lower than that.
By noon, the market was down about 150 points. The tape delayed by more than an hour. But it only got worse as trading brokers struggled to cope with a blizzard of sell orders. Since the market hit a high of 2,722 last August, it lost 17.5% of its value to 2246 by Friday, and another 508 points today.
More and more analysts believe that the bear market is here to stay. It's not that the economic news is so much worse. In fact, some indicators are showing unexpected strength. It's the psychology that's changed. While for 5 years, investors have looked at the economy as a glass that is half full, now they're seeing it as half empty.
Reasons for the decline have been floating around for months. An accident waiting to happen, according to one analyst. Renewed inflation fears with the decline in the dollar, rising interest rates, and huge budget and foreign trade deficits. A nation living for too long beyond its means. The results of the decline will hit millions of people in their investments, pension plans, their mutual funds, and eventually every segment of the economy. Higher interest rates, for example, will hurt the housing market. Even normally optimistic analyst Larry Wachtel doesn't see a quick recovery.
What usually happens in cases like these where the psychology has been so scribed is that once there is a technical rally back in which people unload on the rally, then you go through a long quiet period. The people that got out don't want to get in. The people that wanted to get in aren't sure about whether they want to get in now. As you go through a long quiet convalescence period.
President Reagan, however, was more optimistic.
Where our productivity is up, so is our manufacturing product up. There is no runaway inflation as there has been in the past. So, as I say, I don't think anyone should panic.
In New York, this is Alec Roberts reporting.
Panic they did. Joining us now is Stephen Malin, senior economist for the Conference Board, the country's largest business-sponsored research organization. Stephen, there is late word tonight. I don't want to spring this on you unawares that on the Tokyo Exchange, there's a little bit of a rebound, or actually they're calling it a strong rebound on the dollar market there. Would that be an indicator that things here might sweeten up tomorrow?
Well, I don't know if that's a sign that things will sweeten up. It's a sign that I think that the people in Tokyo don't want to see any more pessimism in America. It's a mild sign of slight confidence, but it is not a sign of optimism at all.
What would it take to stem the losses here?
Well, tomorrow's indications would be that you would see a market which is much less violently up and down. If we see something which is down but not violently down, if we see trading volumes which are not quite so large, I think we would see a sign that this is starting to stem.
In terms of 1929, which everyone's comparing this to, is saying it was double that in terms of percentage of loss. There are a lot of other things that don't match up with 1929.
You got a kick user. Oh, yeah. It's Green Tea Guy. Hey, Green Tea. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Oh, woo. It's Green Tea Guy, the Green Tea Guy. Oh my gracious. Ugh. Let's look. Chocolate milk.
Is chocolate milk really that bad? A lot of streamers have been trying it, and this is what.
Look what I found. I found it at my local Kroger. They had a whole section of these. I don't even know what this is. I saw chocolate milk, strawberry milk, orange juice, cranberry, and who knows what else. Let's give it a try. How do you open this thing? Smells criminal. You gotta peel this thing off. Ooh, it already smells like some of the best chocolate milk ever. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10 would recommend it. Look what I found. I found it at my local Kroger. They had a whole section of these. I don't even know what this is. I saw chocolate milk, strawberry milk, orange juice, cranberry, who knows what else. Let's give it a try. How do you open this thing? Smells criminal. You gotta peel this thing off. Ooh, it already smells like some of the best chocolate milk ever. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. 10 out of 10 would recommend it. Look what I found. I found it at my local Kroger. They had a whole section of these. I don't even know what this is. I saw chocolate milk, strawberry milk, orange juice, cranberry, who knows what else. Let's give it a try. How do you open this thing? Smells criminal. You gotta peel this thing off. Ooh, it all.
I was driving up to a softball tournament in Tennessee when I saw the sign for the best chocolate milk in Tennessee and decided we had to stop and rate it 1 through 10. Because what kind of chocolate milk fanatic would I be if I didn't stop and try this once I saw the sign? Okay. So I'm fading in and out, which is not a good thing because I have to get dinner ready.
So I don't want to bother you for dozing in and out. I am going to go ahead and end the stream. However, if I have a time, I might do a shower ASMR later on. But right now, I just feel tired. I just feel extremely tired. Oh. Just left the bar like a drunk. Damn. But anyways, I have to end it because I am really, really tired. I'll see you guys next time.